Lynette Bergin, she was just such a fun and friendly character. She was somebody you never forgot, but that fun and friendly manner was always matched with incredible professionalism and dedication to her job at Greyline completely.
In terms of the way she approached markets, her partners within those markets, she really understood what it was to get penetration in markets for Greyline. You know, she delivered them brochure coverage that they'd never had before.
And Lynette then revolutionised Greyline sales. She was dynamic, just so full of enthusiasm. And we started doing trade shows, and she would keep pushing us to get better and better at whatever we did.
She really knew her stuff. She was thoroughly researched, and she would go into every presentation she went into with information about all the background information she needed to know about who she was meeting with, and she would pitch her presentation according to what she knew their needs were.
I mean, she would dress up and she would be remembered. And one of the keys with this whole business is making sure that you and your product are remembered. And people thought of Linny, bang, they thought of Greyline. And Greyline did so well on the back of Linny for that.
She was one of the pioneers of what we now call, the Team Victoria approach, working cooperatively with everyone else, but setting a standard about professionalism. She always had these quirky ways of actually promoting her, driver coastlines that she represented, but she always took a bigger picture of things and supported all of Victoria and encouraged everyone else to really get behind it as well. So we always get feedback all the time during her time of how coordinated Victoria is, how exciting they are, how much fun they have.
I really loved the fact that she was a great mentor for many in the industry, and she loved to work as part of a Team Victoria. And I guess in many ways that legacy still remains. I think she set some of that early benchmark and some of the culture that still exists within the tourism industry in Victoria.
So she became the star, and she would win you over. The costumes, the blue lycra Greyline suits that she would wear. She would just go more than any other person that I'd ever seen. And it was really a matter of us keeping up with Lynette.
That's why we have this marvellous legacy, because it's about mentorship and it's about caring for people, because people are the most important part of the equation in tourism. The way we honour her is through this award to enable young people and new people to explore a particular topic so they stay re-engaged with it. And I'm sure Lynette would see that as very important today.
It's a wonderful legacy. I think that Lynette would be very proud that there's been so many young people that have genuine leadership potential, have been assisted through the fellowship.
It's fantastic that the Lynette Bergin Foundation has established the award, and that they really should take every opportunity that is available to them as a recipient of this award and to make the most of it.
I think it's really fitting that there is this fellowship as a lasting legacy for a person who really was, in many respects, a real leading light in the industry.
Remember her for what she did and who she was, and what she left this absolutely fabulous industry. She was a person that just epitomised how wonderful this industry is and how good it is and what it means to so many people.
Well, Victoria Tourism Industry Council, as the peak body for the industry, are delighted to continue with the fellowship with the support of Lynette's family, because we need to encourage the next generation to remember and to take advantage of the legacy that was left by Lynette, but particularly to encourage them to broaden their horizon professionally and to learn and to contribute just the same way that Lynette did.
What Lynette would say, and I can say it sort of from Lynette, but she would always say you push the limits. Never forget the company and the product, and come up with your own creative ways, not what I did, but with your own creative ways that they will remember the product and the company and you. And if you can achieve that with persistence, you keep going and going and going. That's what Lynette did. She would never give up. So it doesn't matter who the client was that we were trying to get. And sometimes I'd be saying, Lynette, we're wasting our time. And she would just continue to go for it until she got it.
She was just very focused on what her outcome needed to be. And I just felt, this is this wacky person who's happy to dress up and to draw attention to themselves and do all these crazy things, but she always stayed focused on the job. And I think that's a great lesson for people today.